Hey y'all, welcome to Vibrant Vibes. It's live. Hey, let y'all know it's a good reel. Sit down and watch and just chill. It's Vibrant Vibes.
Hey everyone, this is Vibrant Vibes Podcast Season 2. This is episode 21. Here with us.
We have Kwani, and she's an entrepreneur.
Hello, everybody.
All right, tell them about yourself, girl.
Okay, so I was invited here by my colleague Kyla. It was
Yes.
really cool. We had a little reuniting,
Yes.
beforehand.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. So my name's Kwani. I'm 26. I just turned 26 on November 20th. So I'm
Happy
getting up.
birthday.
I'm getting up there. I'm getting up there,
I'm
but. Are you younger than me?
No, like by a couple days. I'm December 2nd.
Oh, okay. But still. But yeah, so we actually all went to Eastern together.
Mm-hmm.
But before that, I went to I went to one school each year. So yep, I went to Flicks, which is a foreign language school on the west side of Detroit.
Okay.
So I learned Spanish for a couple years there, and then graduated from there and went to Cass Tech. My whole high school, I played a couple sports. I played basketball and then I played soccer. Soccer was my favorite.
Okay.
I've been playing soccer since I was like 5, so
Me too.
yes, I stuck with that.
What was your... Okay, wait. Okay, gotta be on this topic for like 2 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
Then we can go on another topic. Okay, so I played soccer. You play like travel soccer? Well, yeah.
So I played soccer with PAL, my grade school, and then when I got to high school, they actually didn't have a soccer team like
What if
DPS.
That's why I look familiar to you.
Maybe because
Okay, wait.
DPS didn't have a soccer team for a while until I got to 10th grade. I forced it. Like, we need a soccer team here. And then they got a soccer team and we played. And our team did really good for all of the rest of the years that I was there.
Wow, that's cool.
So we played. And then when I got to Eastern, I played too. I played on the intramural team.
Okay, so you never played like travel soccer.
I reffed travel soccer all over. The furthest I've been was Traverse City. And then I also went to Grand Rapids. I was reffing big time. Like,
I mean, so when I stopped playing when I turned 18, so I literally played like same like you from like 4 or 5 to like 18.
well, how old are you?
I'm 26.
Okay, so we're the same age. So, okay, because I was reffing in high school. So were you playing in high school?
No, that's when I stopped.
Okay.
Just because I felt like personally, because I literally I never, so I actually tried out. I went to Salem High School, and so I tried out for the team. I made it. My mom was amazing. I made it, but I didn't want to play for the school, which is just like, it was stupid that I even tried out for it. But I just personally didn't want to play for high school because when you're trained, I mean, it's like an animal. Like when you're trained to play like a travel sport, that is way different than.
Oh, I
high
know.
Okay,
I know.
Yeah, so you understand.
So I never played on a travel team, but I played with
Yeah.
travel teams.
So
like,
yeah, so you know,
I tried out
it's
for a
like-
couple of them, and then I played with some, just like within their practices
know
and stuff
Waza?
like that. Yeah,
I played for Waza.
I reffed them. That was my favorite team. That was my favorite team.
Yep, I played for Waza.
I love that team when they
What
go
a
and beat all of those
small
kids.
world.
Yep, so I don't know, me and her could have. I played for Waza and I played for Canton Celtic.
I like Canton too because I love to do the Canton Cup, like
Did
to
you
ref
know
the
Coach
Canton Cup.
Andy?
No,
Okay, see, I was gonna say. Okay, so he was my coach when I played for Canton. Oh my god, for like, I don't know, for a minute. And then once I got older, I remember like, I don't know, I think that's when I was kind of done playing. Like, I just played for so long. I left, and then he actually stopped coaching girls. He just coached guys, after which I was like, And then I played for Waza, and they were extremely like on like aggression. Like they want you to be, so you already understand. So that's when I went to train for high school, and I made it. But I was just like, I just knew. I'm like, as soon as I do that, you're gonna get carded. So it's like I'm just gonna get pissed. Like I'm
Right.
not gonna want to play.
I mean I don't know, for it to be a DPS school, we were pretty good. Like, we were beating all the Hispanic schools. We were good. Like, we was good. So, I don't know. I'm just saying. But I played basketball too, but it was mostly something my dad liked to do. He still coaches now. He's been coaching since I was in middle school. Like,
That's cool.
it's crazy. And now I'm coaching too with him. Like, I coached the U Prep schools, right, downtown. It's like 5 or 6 different U Prep schools.
Okay.
So I coach one of them, and he coaches the other 2 more. He coaches high school and middle school. and I coached the elementary school,
Oh.
and that was different for me. I did it to build character and just like step outside my comfort zone, because like kids overstimulate me. Even though I have a daughter, like
I get it.
other people's kids, like
think-
I work
they
at a daycare.
just
I know.
they
High
overstimulating. Like
medications,
I get real
my
just.
son's 2, and like today I was already like, I had one of those moments where I was like the
I just
eye
get
twitch,
anxious
bro.
and like, if there's other kids, I get all like anxious and just tense, like, because you can't really control other people's kids. Like, what if they fall and hurt themselves? I don't, you know. And when people kids do stuff, it's like, why are you doing that? Like,
And they're looking at you like, why you let it happen? Oh,
man.
I don't know what you want me to do.
And my daughter, she's such a sweetheart. So it's like, I need to really train her to like, everyone's not gonna be like her, because she's such a sweetheart. Like, and I just remember being in middle school, kids were not nice at all.
Kids are really
They're so mean.
And it's like, it's not even the kids. It's like their environment and who they're around
You're
and
like,
what
how they're raised.
because
exactly.
It's 100. You're 100%.
Like, and it's not something you can't really control. So you just gotta only.
You gotta start whooping ass.
I would love to, but it's like, it's not my child. It's be other people's kids. It's not gonna be my kid. I know it's not. She's such a sweetheart. It's like I have to be like, you hit them back. Like, you hit them back.
She's like, no, mommy.
She be like, hey, she like, but they hit me. She's telling a little 1-year-old, you're 3 and you look about 5. Talking about she hit you. She's 1. Oh God, it's crazy. But she's like me. Like, I used to be like that. So, but yeah. And then I graduated from high school in 2016. I was 16.
Wow.
Yeah, and then I turned 17. So I was at Eastern. I was 16 at Eastern, and then
Damn.
turned 17.
We didn't graduate till what?
Yeah.
Till you're like 18.
I didn't graduate. I dropped out.
Wait,
I dropped out. I didn't graduate.
wait, you didn't graduate school?
I didn't graduate Eastern. No.
Really? I mean, that's
I went through COVID, and then, well, let's back up a little bit. Okay. So I was, my freshman year, I was taking 5 classes. I had 3 jobs, and I was playing soccer. Like, my GPA was a 3.4.
what
My
3 jobs did you have?
first year.
That's
Not the first
impressive.
semester, my first year.
That's
I was reffing on the weekends. I was working at McDonald's back at home on the weekends, and then I was working on campus.
Why'd you work? Just money and stuff?
It was fun. Like,
Damn, you did that. Man.
it was just fun.
Okay, girl.
And the classes, it was just something I was already used to, because, you know, we were fresh out of high school. So it's like, we took 8 classes, and we was up earlier than this. So it was like, it was just like another school year for me. You know what I'm saying? And I was already playing. So that was things I was already doing. Like, I had already had those 2 jobs before I got up there, and I was already playing sports before I graduated. So it was just like, it was stuff I was already doing. And I missed fast forward. That's why I ain't had no friends. Like, I was just working and playing soccer. I wasn't even friends with them on the team either. I was just there. Like, I think I made like 2-3 friends, I'd say. Like, some good friends. Like, I don't know if you know.
What? It's like, as you get older, like me, like, you're gonna have, like, I look at it where you're gonna know people. You go to work, you're gonna get to know people. And I look at it where me personally, like, we're 26, you know, I'm gonna be 27 in May this year. It's like, I look at it where I can probably count at least a good handful of really close friends of mine that I can trust, but, like, that's it.
Yeah,
besides
no.
that, I mean, once I'm an open person. Like, if I get to know you and I feel energy, like, I feel like you're a good person, I will treat you like family. I have no problem.
That's me, and that's why it be so hard for me to connect with people, because if I let you in my space, it's like I really mess with you. Like, I really, you feel me? So it's like, I don't mess with a lot of people, because I feel like I'm not gonna listen. I feel like in any type of relationship, friendship, parents, sisters, cousins, togetherness, I just feel like if both parties aren't benefiting from the experience, it should not be a thing, because it's like it's one-sided. In that, like, for example, me, it's this girl that I really want to be friends with at one point, and she had it all together. Like, she had her life together. She has her life together, and I was at a point in my life where I didn't have my life together, but she was cool with me, and I was cool with her. But I never forced a friendship, or like I never took a next step to be a friend to her all the way, because I felt like I didn't have anything to offer or anything to benefit. And it's like, No, we stayed in touch. We stayed cool. We're
Okay,
cool.
good.
We're very cool now,
Okay,
and
good.
it's
I was like,
and
she
not.
coulda helped
It
you.
motivated me to work on myself to be better because those are the type of people I want to be my friends.
Yeah.
And it's like you can't go and be Beyonce friends just standing right here right now. You got to be on that level. I want friends on the same level as me, like, and people, and even people that's trying to be on the same level. Like, I want those type of friends. Like, I don't
I
want no
just-
friend where just like
They ain't doing
one sided. It's one sided. I don't like that.
We're getting older, and that's like literally what you just said. I swear to God, on like Facebook, I just saw some today. I think I literally just shared it too, and it was some saying like, "Put me around people like I want to be an entrepreneur too. Like I want like podcasts. You know, you want to start something that's going to start bringing in income, start making money,
Right.
where you can start branching off and start doing other things. You know, and so like." What did it say? It was like, send me around people. I want to be around people in my life this year who are influencers or just like entrepreneurs, and like you want to collaborate with people, you want to make money, you want to do things, because like people like that, when you surround yourself around people like that, you're going to keep climbing up a ladder. If you surround yourself with people who just aren't going nowhere in their life, or they're just really comfortable with their life, that's okay, that's their life. Everyone lives their own life.
Right.
But I look at it where it's like it's going to be harder for you to move forward.
Exactly, because you're not really trying to change anything that you got going on in order to put yourself in those rooms and environments. So, like,
Yep.
me personally, like, I became friends with some really good, influential people. Like, not just, not just, oh, come make this video for me, or, oh, let's, like, make some money together. But, like, we are actually friends now. You know what I'm saying? Like, I have people that I can really call my friends. Like, I can call them right now, whereas other people would not be able to reach them just, you know what I'm saying, just like in a post. So it's just like, it's because I put myself in those positions or in those rooms. One, just by showing up. Like, if I get invited somewhere, I usually just be like, I'm not going, or I just start showing up. Like,
Yeah.
and I also started using my platform as well. Like, let me just use my platform to reach out to those type of people, because those are the type of people that I want to be friends with. Those are the type of people that I look up to, even. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like,
100%.
I started to just, you know, just show up. Just showing up. Like, it just, it counts to just show up, you know? So that's what I started doing. But college was crazy for me, because, like, I felt like I didn't really seize the opportunity as much as I should have. Like, just being in college, and I really encourage everyone to go to college, even if it's just for a semester. Like, just go. And I mean, like, actually go away from home, because I think it was more so just, like, the experience. Like, when I say go away from home, I mean, like, live on campus, even just for a semester. Like, even if you don't learn nothing, it's gonna be something that it's like a whole nother world. Like, it's not like where you from at all. Even if you come from good, it's still a whole different environment, and you're around a whole lot of different people. Like, I remember working with a few people, actually 3 people from some of the most racist parts of Michigan, and we were talking. It was like 5 white people and it was 2 black people, and out of the 5 white people, 3 of them were racist before they got there, and they were like, well, I used to be racist. I'm like, how can you used to be racist? And they were telling us their stories, and it's like wow. Like, one girl, well, the guy, he was like, and we're actually all friends on Facebook, like, we're cool. And he was like, I was like, well, what made you stop being racist? Because they're like, these are things that are being taught to them as children,
So they're being
where they're from. So it's like,
that's what it
when they
is.
get to college, they see it's not nothing like what they were taught. So I think that's really cool too. Like, people can really, you know, experience life and see, like,
And they could change their own opinion.
exactly.
how
And
they
he said it
feel.
took for him to go to jail, and he said he went to jail, and he was roommates with the black guy, and he was the coolest person he ever met. Like, and he was just saying, like, he was the most genuine person he ever met. Like, even when they got out, they were still friends and everything. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, that's cool. And then this other girl, you can kind of tell when somebody used to be racist too, though. Like, when they be asking ignorant questions, but they really don't mean no harm, but they really just be wanting to know stuff. And it's just like, like,
Them type of questions. I already know
yeah, and it's like, they don't know no better. Like, they just don't know no better. And she was just, well, her first thing was like, well, because I found out I was gay, and then I'm like, so you not racist no more because you
you
gay.
had to find
That
out
makes
another way.
no sense.
Oh my goodness. And I'm like, okay. But those, like, Holly, Michigan, and like those, bro,
I know.
they're like, yeah, it's really bad out there. I'm like, dang, we're in the same
just-
state,
I
and
don't
it's like
understand
that.
How, like, me personally, like, I don't know how long we've been friends. Kind of, like, I don't even know.
Um,
I think we were 12.
we were like 12.
So I've known her. I mean, we're what, 26 now. I mean, that's almost like
Oh, that's cute.
that's, that's
real cute.
You think that's really when your life. I mean,
Real cute.
That's your.
I wish I had a Francis.
Thank you. No, but that is like that's kind of when your life kind of
It's
really
really right.
starts in a way. So
Yeah.
it's like she's always been my friend, and it's like I look like my mom too, which is cool in a way. Like my mom's best friend, they've been best friends since they were 4 years old. She's black. Her name's Tasha. My mom's white, and it's like I look at my parents grew up in Hamtramck, very diverse, you know, and it's just like I look at where it's like she could be purple, you could be blue, I could be red. I don't care what the fuck colors were. We can be the damn colors of the rainbow. We all bleed the same damn color.
Yeah,
So it's
people
like,
just
how are we
crazy. That's all.
different?
People
How are we
just.
different? I mean, yeah, you look. I mean, okay, this person can be white, but we don't look exactly the same. It don't matter, you know. So it's like, I don't know. That shit. I don't like that shit.
Me neither.
I
but
think
I,
the world
I
we
just
live
think
in
it's
now
funny.
is-
Like it's not like why are y'all like what are we doing? Like
And I think it's
Man.
funny because like in 2016 when we got to Eastern, that's when like it was at its highest,
yes,
and we just saw it all. And I
Mhm.
feel like a lot of us never seen it like that before. So I
yeah.
remember that.
I did. It did slowly evolve.
Mhm.
It did slowly evolve for sure.
Yeah, it just took a little bit of time.
But I'm back on track. I'm back on track. It's going. It's going. Okay.
there we
Cause
go.
look, 5 classes that whole year. Even took a Spanish class. I was well advanced in that class. The teacher didn't really like me because I wouldn't like really pay attention because I already knew it. Like what? And y'all making me be here, and then y'all won't let me advance because like I'm in the middle of both, so it's like y'all won't let me just go to the next one. You know what I'm saying?
Next level.
So I'm just sitting there. I'm just sitting there minding my. And then we had a Friday class too. It was Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays.
Not on
That was the
Friday.
language classes. They were on Fridays.
Oh,
I
never
Yes.
took a
classes
class
being
there.
like that.
But I will say, I will say that one thing about taking a semester of intermediate Spanish or beginner Spanish at Eastern was me taking Spanish in elementary school the entire 2nd through 8th grade. It was like we learned 2nd through 8th grade Spanish in one semester.
I never took a language class.
Like I can't believe they dragged
Not
it for so
college.
long. Like why did they do that to us? Like I could have been fluent and I just never was fluent because
That's
they
crazy.
weren't teaching it fast enough. I guess I don't know, but yeah, I went full time my first 2 years. So after my sophomore year, I went part time my junior year. So I was taking 2 classes, so 4 classes a year, and really to start my business. Like I started building a brand and stuff like that. And you remember I was selling dinners.
Yeah.
You bought dinners.
You're
for me?
selling dinners.
No, I ain't bought no dinner.
Yeah, I
What
was
you cooking.
everything.
She cooks everything.
I was theming. I was just theming stuff. So like homecoming meals, Super Bowl,
So
Mediterranean
what-
night. I was just theming
I like
stuff.
food. What's included in these meals?
Well, people was just buying everything I was selling. Really, to be honest, like I remember making chicken shawarmas one time. It was buying those. I made burgers one time. They was buying those, and I even did a taste test of a whole bunch of different like items, and people were buying those.
That's cool.
And then the most famous thing that I sold on campus was the Super Bowls. They were basically these loaded fries that I would sell on Super Bowl Sunday, and I will only sell them once a year, so I will sell them on Super Bowl Sunday, and theme them, and there'll be versus whatever team is playing, and it'll be like a steak one and a shrimp one or a chicken one or something
That's
like
cool.
that,
That's smart.
and those went crazy,
That's creative.
like they went crazy. They were really
Do
big.
you still do that, or did you like stop?
Oh, I mean,
Was that more like a side hustle thing? Where you're
yeah, so I was just doing it on campus just to gain some traction and attention to the brand that I was trying to bring awareness to, which was Big Bites. So like
okay.
I came up with that in college in 2018 over the summer. Me and my sister, we were trying to figure out something. I knew I wanted to come back to school with my sophomore year. So I knew I wanted to come back to school selling dinners. I just didn't know what to sell and what to name it because I didn't want it to be me. Like I wanted it to be something else. Like how McDonald's and Burger King all they got their own little logos, and I wanted one. So that's how I came. So originally the logo was actually orange, and we were supposed to be selling signature burgers. That's what Big Bites with the mouth. So that's what that to me looked like signature burgers at the time, right?
Yes.
And so I had these different burgers.
Mm-hmm.
And then fast forward, we were supposed to be selling something, and like on over the summertime we got invited to this what's it called? They do it every Sunday, Blues in the Park. We got invited to Blues in the Park. It was our first time about to get ready to go, and it's on. Ah, man, I wish I knew where it was because y'all should really go this summer. Like, it's a free event. You just walk. It's a strip that you just walk, and it's like exactly. It's like in the middle of nowhere. It's like you don't. It's like if you know type of thing, and it's like a block of people, and they're just having a great time. It's an older crowd. It's like a 30 and up crowd. And it's like they're having a good time. They're playing blues and jazz. No ghetto nothing. It's real chill. And there's a whole lot of vendors. And if you sell something, you could really just go and set up if you hurry up and get there and find a spot. But the guy that runs it, I think his name is Steve or something. He's the one that comes in. He's the one that comes and collects the money and stuff. And all he charges like $20 for you to set up. Or whatever you got. You ain't got it, just give him something. Like, he was cool. And it would be a lot of food trucks there. And I think that since we were there, more and more people started to find out about it. More and more food trucks started to go. Like, so we were there with a tent when we first went. And that was the first year we went. And I don't know what came across me to just be like, let's do tacos. I think it's because it was easy to make. And everything I could buy it, you know what I'm saying? And season it up, and then it cooked faster than anything. Because we were in a tent. And when I was doing the tacos, obviously the name was still Big Bites. I had already changed the Instagram to Big Bites page. I was just posting all different type of food, just getting into content when content wasn't even a thing in 2018. Like, it wasn't even a thing for real. But I was doing it. Like, I was even on Snapchat, like, doing a whole lot of different stuff. But the sauces that I had made for my burgers, I put them on the tacos. So it was still like a signature thing. So I guess that's what Big Bites really was supposed to like. I think that's what Big Bites is supposed to be. Like, it was the sauces. It wasn't the cuisine. It was the sauces that made Big Bites, because I was making regular people food, like you know, tacos and burgers and egg rolls, just a little, you
I have
know.
a question. Talking about tacos.
Yeah.
Okay, so I've never tried. People think I'm crazy. Or they call burrito tacos. She kind of likes those a lot. Now you're talking about how you would take your burger sauces, or like, and you would.
So like I had a barbecue burger, a sriracha burger, and now I have barbecue chicken taco, sriracha shrimp taco. So it's like the sauces I make.
Now when people, okay, I've never had those kind of like burrito tacos. What do they use to like? What is the dipping sauce?
Oh, consomme sauce or
What's
burrito
that?
sauce. I mean, yeah, people call it whatever they want to call it, to be honest. No, I mean, well, the one I make is not really too spicy. It's like you'll taste the sweetness first and it'll be a little kick. It's pretty good. It's like a beef stock base, you know, cinnamon, all that type of stuff, brown sugar. It's pretty good. It is pretty good if you make it right. It's like it be like you got to make it right.
Well, we're gonna try yours.
Yeah, yeah.
I've never tried that.
big
It
back
sound
sauce,
good.
she
Now
said.
you just sold me.
Yeah,
I'm
if you
just
like,
thinking
I
about
mean,
now,
if you
like,
like marinated steak, like you know, nice and juicy, and some chicken,
People
shrimp,
come far and wide to go to hers.
shrimp. You know how many people come to the food truck and they be like, I never had a shrimp taco. Like, this would be their first time. I never knew.
What?
I thought shrimp. I thought they were popular. So when we was making them at Blues in the Park under the tent, people were like, I never had a shrimp taco before. They would say that a lot. I'm like, really? And they would say they had a fish taco before, but not a shrimp taco. And I'm like, I thought this was
I've had
normal.
shrimp.
Doesn't
That's what I'm saying. I'm
Bahama
like,
Breeze have those?
I'm like, I thought this was
A
normal.
lot of places have them, honestly.
But
But it
we make
depends
them
on
pretty
how
good
it's made.
though.
It's
Yeah, I say, but
different.
we make them. That to me, when we first got started, I would like to say that was one of the favorites, was that shrimp one. So yeah,
Okay.
I think
So,
that was fire.
Is that all? What? Okay, so you're into entrepreneurship. You're an entrepreneur. What is everything that you do?
Well, I feel like I kind of was already one, but I just didn't know it because I was doing all that stuff in college and stuff like that. But after working at U of M is when we started the catering business as well, because we were working at U of M. You never worked at U of M?
No.
Okay, I'm trying to figure out where else we was friends at. But U of M catering. by far the best catering company I've ever in my life. Like, they have an amazing business model, and that's what we followed.
I work in Ann Arbor. I work in Paisan. You know where Paisanos is? Arborland. It's like right off Washington.
It sounds familiar.
Okay,
But
I'm a waitress there.
okay.
But I like Ann Arbor.
I love Ann Arbor. Yeah,
It's
I like
nice.
it.
It's a nice area.
It's actually
Good
one of the
city.
safest places for kids to live. Yeah, it's like top
It's
10.
a really nice city.
I love it.
I've been actually working out there for since I've been 18 years old.
Yeah, you see, I'm trying to migrate more towards this way
Yeah, me too.
because we were in Ypsilanti, living there for about 3 years.
Yes.
Because we lived there all through COVID, and I loved it out there. I didn't want to leave.
It's nice, especially
Yeah.
summertime. I mean, there's a lot of nice. I mean, there's so many nice parks. I mean, it's just like you can go kayak.
Yes, I love it out there. Like
even nighttime,
like-
there's pinball pizza and Samuel cookies.
There's
everything is literally, it is so safe. Like, it's just like you just
You ever been
living. You don't have
Yes.
to worry about nothing. You can
Skipping down the
live-
street.
Exactly at 2:00 in the morning.
Literally.
Yeah, it's
Oh
nice
my
down
goodness,
there.
it is so nice. But so I also do catering. I've been catering for a while. I've done some private segments, which I think those are really cool.
You ever
it was
thought
pretty
about doing
fun.
your own catering business? Since you know how to like cook and everything, and like,
Well,
You've been-
well, yeah,
is that technically?
yeah.
Let's see if you're doing the food truck thing.
So like, it's just under the same name.
Okay.
I guess people get that mixed up a lot too, because like I get calls for both, like food truck or okay. People think that catering is the food truck, but it's not.
See, when I think of catering, I think of one of my good friends growing up. I don't know if she still does it, like kind of like banquet halls, but like 'cause my work, we do catering. So like, I don't know. I just think of it like, oh, maybe I'm thinking of it incorrectly then. Catering.
Well, my
Why am I
favorite
thinking of like a banquet hall?
events to do would be writers.
Okay.
And those are basically like behind the scenes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner all day for the behind the scenes cast or crew.
Maybe. Okay.
Those are my favorite because it's like we're cooking for the same 20 people all day, and we're basically living with them on set. Basically, like
That's cool.
like we did 3 at the Convocation Center. Actually,
That's dope.
they didn't even know we went there. They just reached out to.
Period.
I didn't even graduate from there.
Look,
I did Baby Shark concert. I did the Kid Laroi concert, and then I also did the it was a Christian band, rock band.
Oh, that's cool.
All of them were amazing. Baby Shark was a little mean and aggressive to the electricians on site. But yes, because and it was kind of COVID around the same time, so I kind of understand because basically how writers go is the event coordinator for the team that's coming from wherever they're coming from. So for example, Kid Laroi, you guys know Kid Laroi?
Yes.
So he's coming from Texas or something, or his crew's coming from Texas, and they were from Texas. I remember they called us 5 days before the event. First of all, that's a really big event, and they called us 5 days. They only gave us 5 days.
Oh my god.
And those type of events, we need at least a month in advance, at least.
Yeah,
they called
my
us 5
restaurant-
days.
Like my restaurant, so I've been working my restaurant for a minute, and like if you're doing a big banquet, you have to call like weeks ahead.
They
Even
called us
book,
5
like,
days and was begging because whoever they had
they
canceled
didn't
on
have
them.
nobody. Yep.
Exactly. And they wanted
guys
some
should
fancy
charge
stuff
some
because
shit.
the little boy is from Australia. He wanted almonds, fresh eggs on site, almonds cooked on site. He wasn't even there. Like, he didn't even come getting usually who's ever the headline of the show that's being, they're in the room. They come and they eat and stuff. He didn't even come eat. Like, his whole choreography team was there, though. They were really nice. But when the electrician came in to grab something to eat, because usually, it's never a problem for the people that's setting up, that's on site. Like, for example, the electrician was from Eastern. Like, he worked at Eastern. And the rest of the people were just their crew. But it was, like, him and 2 other guys that were working there, like, for the building to be open for them.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they be able to get something to eat? Y'all about to throw this away anyway. You know how much food we throw away? Like, we're about to throw it away anyway. They were like, you can't be in here. You can't eat that. I'm like, wow. Like, and I'm like, it's okay. We're about to literally bring it all back. You could just get some when we come back here. Like, and he like, well, I'm the reason the lights on in here.
No, for real though.
It was so rude. But it was like, I guess when you are paying that type of money and you are, I guess you can do that because
That's crazy.
it's their food. Like, it is their food. Like, yes, Baby Shark, they was on it. He was not playing. He was so serious. But and then we had got free tickets to the show, and that was cool.
Okay.
But I like those type of events. We did a few of those. We did a lot of those actually. I'm not gonna lie. We did a lot of those, and we did a lot of things.
You
We did
guys
a
make good
lot.
money doing that?
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
That's cool.
It's a lot of. I would say, to be honest, I don't think that it was as much work as I think it was. I just think that it was a lot of work because I had a lot of other things going on around the same time. Like, I had just had a baby, or I think she was about just one, but she was still a baby. You know what I'm saying? I didn't get to spend that much time with her during that age, like 1 to 3. I was just working, and then we also had the food truck, and then we had also had a hookah lounge at the same time. So it was just
remember
like
that.
it was so much for me. Like it was a lot, and to be honest, that's why I dropped out. We had just moved back. I exhausted my financial aid. That last semester I was paying it with a private loan or something, and Kalani was like 2 months or 3 months at the time, and we had just moved back. The food truck had just opened up, and we had just started investing to this lounge. Like it was just too much, and I was trying to take those classes, and it was finance that did it for me. I literally just said forget it because knew I wasn't gonna pass the final. Like I knew I wasn't, and they're all just emailing me like, "Is everything okay? Like you didn't take the final?" Like I'm good. Y'all can have it. Y'all won. I came this far. I think I got 3 more semesters left, and I'm done. So I still might go back.
But you know what?
But-
It's like there's so many people who you don't need to go to school. Like it's just you're gonna figure it out.
No,
I
you're
believe, like,
right.
what's meant for you will be. You're gonna find your path in life. I mean, it could be at a certain age. You know, you could be in your 40s and figure out where your purpose is in life. Like me, like I graduated from Eastern. I graduated with a marketing management degree. So like I want like my own business. I've always wanted my own business. And like right now, I'm more of like I'm home with my son. So I can't really use my degree at the moment, which is annoying.
Well, you got it.
I know. Yeah.
So
Yeah. But it's like you, like I went to school and yes, I did go for the business, but it's just like I want to be an entrepreneur too. Like I always want to own my own business. Like I'm trying to look into like wanting to be an entrepreneur though. Like should I look into getting certificates? That's something I was kind of thinking about.
well, I was going to Eastern for entrepreneurship.
Okay.
So I did take a few entrepreneurship classes. Like I took the intro to entrepreneurship
Yeah, I
class.
took that class.
Right, and then like I took some marketing classes too. But I think for me it was easy because I had already started my business in school, so I was just applying that to everything. The only reason I have a business plan is because I had to
Now
do
it's
it.
like you
So
have
it's
all
like
those skills to start your own.
I've been applying them ever since because I had already started it, and I always thought to myself like this would probably be much harder if I didn't have a concept already. Like I had a concept and I just kind of used that concept and created the business with those classes, because every time they want you to do something I would just use that, like every time.
That was smart.
It just made sense for me.
So like right now I listen to a lot of like podcasts, or like I just watch a lot of celebrities and like what they talk about on their podcasts, like how they got where they're at in their life, what did they do, like they talk a lot about manifestations and stuff like that. And like one thing I've learned, like people who want to be an entrepreneur is like who is someone, Jada Cheese. She talks about how she started, like I like to watch her podcast a lot. It's called the Act Normal Podcast. And she talks about like how she started, and she started off just like starting fashion, like selling her own clothing line, doing this, starting this, and now it's like you just have to pick up somewhere. Like when I got my own apartment, I started doing lashes, and then obviously that's when COVID was bad, so that's where I was like, and then I got pregnant, so that's when obviously I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to get sick and stuff. But I feel like when you're someone who if you're ambitious enough and you keep trying to do something, like obviously like in life, like you're gonna do things you may fail at it. Like I've done things in life where I'm like, well, I'm not that good at this shit. And then there's some things where it's like, man, like I know I got this, and I know if I see the money rolling in, you're gonna make that money. You're gonna make it happen. And I feel like that's how you are. Because I know I'm the same way. We're those ambitious people where like if you have that mindset where like you want to be an entrepreneur, you want to own your own business one day, and like that's all you think about, you're gonna do it.
Yeah, it's like
You're gonna do it.
it's been trials and tribulations and things been happening that I didn't see to happen this way, but I feel like it builds character. And one thing I realized, just like doing all of this and going through all of this, like I never really put myself first, like doing it all. Like I even gave a lot of credit to the brand more than I even gave it to myself, and I'm the one who created it. So it's just like I just gave a lot of credit to things and people that I should have given to myself, just because I feel like that investment will allow those other investments to grow. And so because I feel like when I'm not my best, it shows in my work or it shows in my food even. Like I can't serve this, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm not mentally okay, or I'm not okay.
If you don't, I'm just curious. What sign are you?
Scorpio.
Oh, see, I don't know too much about Scorpios. I'm a Taurus.
Oh, my mom's a Taurus.
Really? Oh, okay. I'm a May Taurus, so you know about
No,
Taurus.
no, she an April Taurus.
Oh yeah. I heard
April
they're
was a
different.
little.
That's a different breed.
They are different.
Okay,
I'm like, you can't be no Taurus. But when you said May, I said okay, so not an April.
I'm a May Taurus. Yeah, there's an April, there's a May. I'm a May Taurus. I don't know. I feel like so my fiance, his sister, she's a May Taurus. Like our birthdays are right by each other. And one thing about us is I find we're very similar. So we're very creative. She's the same way, very creative. She uses her Cricut. She likes to make things. Like when it comes to birthday parties, like she's just so creative when it comes to things.
That's my mom all day.
Yeah. No, seriously. And that's one thing I'm trying to like push myself. Is like you have so much creativity, like use it. Because as you know, you want to be an entrepreneur, keep like me, like I really want to get into my content creation. Like I actually, besides this, I already have my other YouTube channel started.
Right.
I just don't know exactly my niche yet. Because once you have you need to find that niche. Once you have the idea of what you want to post, it's easy to be consistent. If you don't know what you're doing, like I don't want to start posting just random shit because it's like you're not going to be able to find your audience. See, right? So we know where it is.
Yeah, for sure. So that's that'd be the main thing, knowing your target market. Because like, who are you talking to? Like, I literally be saying that. Like,
we learned that. In
I'd be like,
school,
who are we talking to?
You have
Like,
to
what's
find
the
your target
audience? Like, what do they want to hear? Because it's like you could talk about anything, but you could be talking to the wrong person, and they don't know what you're talking about, or they're just not interested. So
like
it's
me
like,
and you, we have the same mindset and want to be entrepreneurs. So you and I would love to actually, like, one thing I just wish, like, I like being in school. Now you know you get older, and it's like I feel like you definitely become wiser. Where it's like, damn, I wish I would have like been more like. I remember taking, it was an entrepreneurship class, and I liked it, but I remember being in school. It's like you were so focused on other things. Where it's like, I remember I didn't care about it so much, but I did good in it. But I just remember I didn't focus on it so much. Where I wish I did, because now it's like I know I could use those skills more.
right.
You know.
Yeah, I took away a lot of things, and it probably is because I just implied what I had already going on, and it just made so much more sense, and it motivated me even more to do, you know, things that I've been doing. So
You gonna do it, girl.
yeah,
You got
but
it.
I mean, right now I'm trying to get into private catering right now, like just doing like date nights and stuff like that. I
That's
think
cool.
that'll give me some great content. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I'm about to
I
close
think
that.
I think that's gonna give me some good content, and then like that's kind of what I like to do anyway.
Yeah.
Like I like doing stuff like that. The food truck was not supposed to be something that was supposed to start that early. I was not
Okay.
looking to get a food truck until I was about like 30 something years old, because I don't think that food trucks are. I feel like a food truck. Okay,
Can
I
ask
wanted
you
a food
the pros
truck.
and cons? I just want to know.
So, before I get the pros and cons, real quick, I just wanted to get a food truck to do internships with it. I thought it was a good business model to use to give to students, like to learn from I feel like it's like business on a smaller scale, so it won't be so complicated. And while I was in school, I didn't really see too many internships for entrepreneurship. Like, what are we supposed to? How are we supposed to know how to run a business and we can't be in no one's business? So, like, I wanted to utilize the food truck to teach kids how to run businesses. That's what I wanted to use it for. But it was like an opportunity that came, like a once in a lifetime opportunity type of thing. Although I was pregnant and I was still in school, I was kind of on the fence with it. I really didn't want to do it, but my partner was just like, we need to do it because it's here right now. And it was kind of like one of those things.
I
And
feel like to this day, if you still kind of feel like about it, it's like
yeah, but it was COVID. It was a lot of things going on. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? We had just started our catering. We had just started catering with the name Big Bites. We had just started catering, and it was going so well. One thing I will say about my business partner, like, he could teach himself how to do anything. Like, this man taught himself how to build websites, Photoshop.
that's awesome.
He built the food truck out
it's
himself.
good to know people
Electric,
like that.
plumbing. He taught himself, self-taught, everything.
He DIY guy.
Yes, he is.
DIY guy.
And it'll be working. He'll get it done for sure. But
Don't figure it out.
I just feel like some like disadvantages will be the optimism and just like rushing into things. I always go by the saying, like, I do not plan on dying tomorrow, so there's no rush as long as I'm working towards what I'm working towards. And as long as everything that I'm doing, I will die behind it, I'm going to do it. Like, if I'm not going to do nothing, I ain't dying behind. Like, what am I doing this for? Like, it's no make sense to be doing it, because I could die tomorrow. I don't plan on it. But if I do, at least I know I was doing something, working towards, you know what I'm saying, my goals and my aspirations.
Are you, it's kind of a little side note, because the last podcast we did, we were kind of talking about spirituality, you know, are you spiritual at all?
I am spiritual. I would like to be more connected with my higher power.
Okay, so you are, I feel like we ain't got to go in this whole conversation because we did last week. But when you get into your spirituality, I feel like your journey, you start becoming really self-aware. And it's kind of like you're self-awakened. And they call it kind of like your third eye. And it's just like you're very aware of everything and everything around you.
Because I've been through a lot. Like, stuff I wouldn't wish on nobody. Like, and it's just like, why
You're
me?
Really
You know what I'm
figuring
saying?
things out. Like, I feel like a lot of people, you just know when you start going through your journey. And it's not like it. I feel like it just happens at the time of your life. Like, I know, like, me personally, I feel like I'm going through mine, especially we're both moms. So I don't know if that's also a way of it, too, because you're a whole different woman now. You're in a whole different lifestyle. And now it's like when you're a mom, you have to balance. How can I make money? How can I be a mom? How can I do this? Like, there's so many things. And compared to guys, you know, or guys, I feel like their life don't change as much as women do. You know, when it comes to having kids, or at least my opinion. But it's okay, though, because you have to make it work. But I feel like when you go down your spiritual journey, like you said, like you want to be more, like you said, like more aware of things, or like you just want to know things, like, I don't know, you will. And I feel like it will really help you too when it comes to like being an entrepreneur, because I feel like me, like my spiritual journey, like it's starting to really help me just be more awakened and like self-aware of like what I want in my life, or like where I want to be with my life, who I want surrounding me. Like, it's just, you really start opening your eyes.
Well, y'all definitely got some good energy. I definitely feel energy
Thank you.
everywhere I go. I
Aw,
don't. Like, if the energy was a little off, y'all would know.
I'm
Like,
about
but great energy. Like,
Thank
this
you.
is good energy just walking through the door, you know. Like, seriously, because I feel energy. So
Me too.
we
Me
could
too.
have just had a silent podcast.
Like,
some good energy. Like, we just feeling the energy.
no, I'm all about
But-
it. I'm all about making people feel welcome.
Mm-hmm.
Like, just be yourself. But like, no, seriously, like, I feel like you and I are very similar in like just the things you're saying. Like, I feel like we might be going down the same path in a way when it comes to certain things. Like, you want to be an entrepreneur, I want to be one. And like I said, just when you're aware of yourself, like really learn about that too. Like, if you, like right now, as you're going down like your career life and like where you want to be, like if you already know that you're spiritually awakened, and like start learning about that.
Yeah,
Being aware.
yeah.
Like,
It's
you
been
know
creeping
about,
up on me,
like,
for sure.
Angel numbers, like anything, like just start learning. Like, if you start seeing certain like if you don't believe in that stuff, it's,
No, I do. I always
Okay,
see.
good.
I always see 111.
I never, like, I was
Always
talking about
see.
these things. I'm always like, as long as you believe in it, like, don't
Always see it. Always.
Start looking
Never
those numbers
fails.
up. I always say
111 is the one I always see, or 1111.
I see 777 all the time, and I always tell my fiance, I'm like, the day I get rich, I'm getting that tattooed on me somewhere. 777. I swear to God, because they say that's like your lucky number, and it's like, I don't know. When you start seeing angel numbers, they're good signs.
No, I be believing in that stuff. I believe in it. I definitely believe in
They're
it.
either angels talking to you. Like, I always believe it's like
Bad.
the universe just like
Oh no, I
talking
definitely
to
believe the
you,
universe
like,
is
trying to
yeah.
help you, guide you. Like, seriously, like, it will help you. And then like going down your spiritual journey, like, it helps heal you. You just learn so much about yourself. So
Definitely.
get into and do it, girl. But I'm glad you believe in that stuff.
Pros and cons of a food truck.
I want to know. I do want to know.
Let's get into it.
So like, what you want first, the pros or the cons?
We'll do the pros first for now.
Okay, so I would say, and I'm not even trying to be funny, but I just feel like I'm the youngest person in Detroit to have a food truck, because I got that food truck when I was 21. We had that food truck when we was like 2021. Like, come on now, like, did nobody have no food truck at 21? Did nobody have no food truck? Nobody had a food truck at no 21 years old. You can't tell me they did.
How did you find this truck? I'm curious. Like, how did this even, like, where did
It was
you find
inherited.
Oh, so
It wasn't a food truck. It was a barbershop. It was a barbershop during COVID.
like on wheels?
Yeah, it was like that shuttle bus was like a barbershop during COVID, because my partner's brother's barbershop got shut down. and it was COVID, so he couldn't do hair in the barber.
No,
So he bought a shuttle bus and he put a chair in it and some barber stuff and some. He hooked it up and whatever, and was going to people's houses doing haircuts during COVID, which was very innovative. But he didn't think further than that, and when COVID ended, he just had the bus sitting there and wasn't doing anything with it.
All these people are just like starting.
Yeah, he was able to open his shop back up and stuff like that, but
yeah.
he still should have did something, in my opinion, but he didn't. So that's where it was just an
Is he still cutting
opportunity.
hair now?
He still
okay,
has
good.
his barbershop and stuff
Oh,
like
okay,
that.
good.
So,
We're good, okay.
but shoot, I would did something with it, but
That's
luckily
cool,
he
though.
didn't because we had to inherit it from him.
That's a true hustler. Though.
That
He's gonna find
That,
out.
that fell in your lap.
And we built it out. You know, I was 3 months pregnant when he gave it to us, though. So yeah, we had built it out or whatever.
Damn, that's cool.
In the middle of COVID, so we were taking online classes, so we were able to just come back here and build it out. We was driving from Ypsilanti to East Point a lot,
that's
and then once we finally opened up, that was my first live segment on Fox 2. I didn't think they were gonna
How'd you
cover
get
our
on Fox
story.
2?
Well, I emailed the lady.
Yes.
Her name was Nicole.
Wow.
So I emailed. That's my sister. She see my location and she see I'm in Westland and she live in Westland and she think I'm about to come see her.
Good night, girl.
Look, she gonna keep calling. Look.
It's okay.
But she gonna be like, this bitch in Westland. That's exactly what she gonna say. But I should, if she call again, I'm gonna
you
answer.
can answer. It's okay. You can, so she knows.
What, bro? Oh, she ain't checked my location. Delia,
Is this okay?
bro, what is that?
Is this okay?
No,
What?
That's whipped.
that's whipping cream, not heavy whipping cream.
Like that's to make whipped cream, literally.
Yes, like
that's
whipped
what I'm
cream. Like
To make this $10 meal. So I want
she trying to make my meal, huh? She got the wrong whipping.
I didn't get the wrong one. They didn't have what you had.
No, it needs to be. I'm on a podcast right now.
And then
Actually,
your service is ass.
I'm on a podcast. I'm on hanging up.
Wait, what?
I'm on a podcast.
Hi.
Hi.
Get off.
Oh, shit.
Oh shit.
Look, you on the mic.
Oh yeah, girl. Now you really on it. You about to be on our YouTube channel too.
Hang
Yeah,
up.
everyone now.
Okay, I love you guys. Bye.
Bye. Love you. Dog, she is funny.
It's alright. She won't call you back now. Huh?
Okay, she didn't check my location. Ooh, I'm probably like 10 minutes away from her.
Sorry. She knows you safe now.
Ooh, yeah. But she didn't want me. She wanted to know if she got the right ingredient.
What
She
is
did.
she trying to make?
The what I made on Instagram.
What'd you make?
No.
What'd you make? You said whipped cream.
That's not right.
It was supposed to be
Oh,
heavy
man,
whipping
she
cream.
can't make
What
that.
is she trying to make?
She trying to make this potato. Well, I'll fast forward it. But yes, and she trying to. Dang, I should never fast forwarded it.
Wait, is that you?
Yes.
She blind. Don't mind her.
Oh, I'm sorry. You seen it already?
Yeah. Wait, I don't think I've seen this one.
Oh, I just made this one yesterday. Did I post this yesterday? I posted this yesterday.
Ooh.
I just want to see how many. Okay, girl.
Oh.
I need to screenshot this so we could put this on our thing.
Yeah, I be doing
So I can
numbers
put your
on
stuff
here.
on here.
To be honest
Damn,
with
just got a
you,
million shit.
I really do
Damn,
numbers.
I love food like
But-
videos.
But yeah, you should watch it. I just made that yesterday. I didn't think it was gonna do that good because like I usually do like relatable content. So like I usually do like this one. Like this is very relatable. Like it's just like it's relatable content. And when I was making this video, it wasn't playing. Like I just had the phone up, just recording myself. You know. Oh, my dad. Well, I've been cooking since I was like 14, and he's all my life. All he did was cook. Like I never see him have no other type of job. Like, and then he did, the youth stuff, the basketball and stuff like that, and sports. But
Who did he? Also, he actually cooked it like actual.
like
chef his whole
he
life.
cooked, yes, different boys' homes. He cooked for the Detroit Tigers, the Comerica Banks, and the priest at Mary Grove College. He cooked for a lot of different people. And then he also had his own catering company, but he didn't really have help.
So that's how you got.
Yeah.
You got influence just because
Well-
you watch your dad and stuff cook.
Well, I feel like I got my skills from him as far as like, you know, cooking and making different type of like sauces from scratch and stuff like that.
I feel like it's one of the
But
best skills you can have.
business
is
wise, U of M taught me everything I know.
cooking. That's
As far as like running the actual business, U of M, they used to keep their invoices up on the billboard thingy, and you seen all their numbers and what they charge people and what these people bought.
damn,
and-
so that's what we.
They're paying $500 for a cheese board. Okay, like I can make a cheese board. Like what are we
Do
doing?
it all.
Like what are we doing here? They taught us how to plate tables, so that's something else I know how to do. That's not easy. Like plating a table, once you learn it, obviously it is. But if you don't know how to plate it, you would never know how to plate it. Like, do you know where the fork and the knife goes? And the water goblet and the wine glass does not go in the same spot. Okay. Yeah. Do you know where it goes? Because I didn't know it was that serious.
I didn't know it was that
But
serious.
it's that serious. And these fancy people are paying all this fancy money and they don't even know where the fork goes. Because we have people say, "Where's my fork?" It's to your left. They don't know that.
They don't look.
But they're here eating steaks, tenderloins and stuff. And
All the expensive stuff.
yeah,
And don't know where.
they don't know where their fork is.
I wonder if you were on their YouTube. How long you been working for them?
I worked for them for 3 years or 2 years or something like that.
I swear to God. So like, I like to watch like, I'll go on YouTube and just watch like how-to videos or
Mm-hmm.
like how this is made, how this is made. And like one night, we were just in like a loophole of just like, I swear we got to like McDonald's, how chicken nuggets are made.
Oh, I love
just, like,
McDonald's business model so much.
Like we were just watching everything, and one of them it was U of M catering, and I think it was saying like how much they make for like 100,000.
They
like,
make so much money.
It was actually really interesting to watch.
The first event I've ever done, like my first day, I was hired my first day, and they threw me on a military ball.
Wow.
I never carried a tray in my life, let alone a tray with 10 plates on it. And then we had to do the whole walk out like this thing with
my
the
God.
salads. Like it was a whole presentation. Like
That's like big shit.
I was like, what are we doing? And
Yes.
I just followed the person in front of me. Like, okay, they gave me 3 tables. I had 3 trays of 10 plates to take out there.
That's
Set it
cool.
out. Oh my God, it was an experience never had before. It was amazing though.
That's so cool.
Like it really was.
You know that, so like I said, I work at Paisanos. Well, you know, you worked for U of M. You ever met Jim Harbaugh?
I don't, probably not.
You know, he's a football. He used to be a football coach. U of M.
Okay.
I served him 2 times when I worked at Paisanos. Him and his family. Do you know
Aw.
who that is?
You tell me this every time you come.
That's nice. Look, that's nice. That's
He was
really
actually,
cool.
He was actually really cool. Like he was a nice guy and stuff. He was cool, but he was a big guy. I remember people would like. He just wanted to feel like normal with his family, and like people would come and be like, "Hey, I gotta get a picture. Hey, I gotta get a picture." I'm just like, but that's cool though.
Yeah.
That's a really good skill to have though.
It's
to know how
fun.
to cook good food. Like you need to know how to like cook food.
But I think that on I didn't, you know how a lot of people blew up like with their social medias over during COVID and stuff like that. Like I didn't get that, you know, overnight success like everybody else. Like
I'm literally just praying for that.
you know what I'm
That's how
saying?
my
I didn't get
like
that. It was like post COVID that we kind of blew up because I started making videos like. I want to say like the page started blowing up a little bit. Business was still slow, but we were getting a lot of views and stuff like that. But then we moved locations and started to do more videos, and we just kind of just became consistent with it because it was just like, well, we can't really afford no big marketing right now. Well, what can we do? Just all we can do is post. You know what I'm saying?
no,
So
I mean, you just
we
never.
just-
I mean, I look at it too. Is you just don't know who's watching you.
that too.
Like seriously, like I look at it too. Where like I don't know. Like I listen. You know who he is? Kai Cenat. He's that streamer. He's on YouTube.
Yeah.
So like right now he's getting big, just like collaborating with a lot of celebrities and stuff. And like I just listened to his podcast with Shannon Sharp, and he was saying how basically like, how his life started and just like how he got noticed, and like from him like what was it a movie he's about to be in, or like with Marlon Wayans, I think he's about to be in a movie with him, and the way he got noticed is because his son saw that he said something in like a streaming video. It was like, oh, I want to be in this, and his son saw that, and I said, hey. And it's just like, just by people noticing you, you just never know. And like, boom, you know, you get that opportunity.
Yeah, things have been. I mean, I definitely be using my platform, you know, for different things. Like that's how I met Detroit Dar through. You know Detroit Dar,
Yes,
right?
of course.
You know Detroit Dar, right? You'll know him after today.
Literally,
But
every food
he's
video-
like, if you looking
Okay.
for something to eat, that's the page you go to. So
I'm always looking for
yes,
pages
that's the
like
page you
that.
go to, and I mean like genuinely, he is a sweetheart, and
I know he
you know what I'm
is. He
saying?
seems
Like,
like
he's
it.
such a sweetheart, and when we reached out to him, it was our not so good around a not so good time of like business. Like, yeah, we were posting, and we had already had a platform, just no one knew about it. So when he came out, it seemed as though he found us, and I wanted it to be that way. Like every video you see on my page that has someone else that I'm collaborating with someone else doing, I directed that. Like, I don't like, listen, I want everything to look the part for the benefit of both of us. Like, I don't
Yes.
want you to just be posting anything on your page,
Agreed.
and I also don't want it to look like everybody else's stuff either, because this is what you do, and I want mine to be a little different from everybody else's. You know what I'm saying? And I did that with everybody that I had come on my page and do videos with me. So I feel like he had already had, you know, some good traction, and he had already had a nice fan base, a really nice fan base. Like, the people that follow him are the customers that you want to be coming to your restaurant.
Right.
Like, these people don't just be eating anything. Like, they real, you know what I'm saying? They know
Picky,
what good
they
food
know what they
is.
want.
So it's like, and that just shows you like he know what he talking about. So like, when he came out or whatever, that was like our first big content creator that we had come out. Like, we've had other content creators come out, but he was the biggest one that we had come out. And after that first time he came out, me and him kind of talked a little bit, kind of like this. Like, we just talked for a little bit, probably like 15, 20 minutes, just got to know each other a little bit. And then after that, we had another idea about him pinning us on his page, because it was about to be Cinco de Mayo. And we gave him that idea. That's a whole other business stream for him to pin people on his page. Like, he could charge for that. You know what I'm saying? So that was something that has sparked his attention too. It was like, she know what she talking about. Like, I know what I'm talking about. You know what you're talking about. We know what we're talking about together. So let's be friends. You know, let's just be friends. So we actually became closer through another friend of mine, J Chef Behavior. So, you know J Chef Behavior? Okay, you'll know J Chef Behavior. She's a social media cook.
Okay.
So millions of views on social media, but her biggest platform is Facebook. I think it's followed by Instagram and then TikTok, because I think she has like 79,000 followers on Instagram.
I probably
But-
do know who you're talking about. I just need to see it.
You need to see it for sure. That's one of my best friends now. Like, I wanted her to come out, and the way that I wanted her to come out was like she was coming out with Dar. So they both were coming out. They didn't know each other before this. A lot of content creators that I have out, they all know each other from Big Bites. Like, they didn't know each other before this. And I kind of wanted it to be that way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I told her that I need her to come and do a video for me, but the way I need it to be done is that Dar's bringing her to the food truck. So now I got 2-in-1. You know what I'm saying? So 2-in-1,
Smart.
we all winning. Okay? And they did it, and it blew up. Everybody think they best friends. They didn't even know each other. People think they best friends. You know what I'm
so
saying?
cool.
And now they are really good friends. And now we're
That
all
is
just
so
really good
cool.
friends. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just real genuine. Like, it was genuine. And the food is actually good. So it's like, y'all not just out here just advertising no bull. Like, it's actually good food. I'm actually a really cool person. Y'all are cool. We're all really cool. So Jay started a content creating group called Beyond the Influencer. And she threw a couple of events where she reached out to the businesses and look for some type of package deal to where she would bring a lot of content creators out. And I got invited to I think she did 3 of them so far. I got invited to all 3 of them. I went to all 3 of them. They were all really cool. She have a really good concept, and now I see a lot of people trying to do it here in Detroit now because she did it. And I'm like, you need to get back on that, because people trying to do it now, but ain't nobody did it like you. So yeah, I mean, a lot of good connections come out of doing business, especially like doing good business. And it'd be hard sometimes because we do it. Don't get me wrong. Like, we are still a business at the end of the day. People don't treat you like you're a person. They treat you like you're a business. And to be honest, I like that, because it's like, how I'm going to get better if you just pat me on my back? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know. I need to know if something's wrong. I need to know if the customer service wasn't good. I need to know if, we were open late today, because it was times where I wouldn't be there and I would have
You want to
staff.
know what the customer's like and what they want.
Exactly.
Keep bringing in the.
Exactly. And so, Ed Eats, though? How you know Ed Eats, but don't know Jake?
Look,
They did some videos together as well.
that's probably why I know I'll see a lot of food,
But
and I like to cook. So
He's
I
a really
see it.
I would say, like, I haven't been looking at his content lately, but previously I would say I like that he keep it 100. Like, you know what I'm saying? With as far as like rating people's food and stuff like that. And he would come out and do videos all the time, and that was just to get his own page up and started. So I watched him grow his page. You know what I'm saying? I think that's very impressive to go from nothing to now he has more followers than me now on his page. And same with another girl. Like, I watched her grow. She was just a regular customer. She was a customer at Big Bites. She just loved our tacos, and I didn't even know she did social media. But she collaborated. She tagged me in a post. She did a video of the tacos. She tagged me in a post. It was just a regular post that a person would make. It wasn't nothing fancy or nothing like she was marketing our stuff or anything like that. It was just like a customer review type of thing. And it was really cool. I liked it. Okay, cool. But then she was always at the food truck. So she was a familiar face. She was always supporting. She was always there. And she would always come right before we closed. So I would be like, dang, it's Terry. I gotta make it. It's Terry. Right. And then so I seen that she did. She had a clothing line. Because eventually we followed each other on our personal pages eventually. And I'm like, wow, that's a really nice clothing line. And so I had her come out. No, I had her come out and do some content with me in her clothing line. So I wore some of her stuff, and she wore her stuff, and then we had my tacos and stuff like that. And we became friends out of that. And then I watched her grow her Instagram and her son's page so fast. She grew the pages so fast. Like, I was just looking at the page, and it went from like 8,000 to like 15,000, and her son page went to like she just grew the pages. Like, her son's a football content creator, so he do a lot of different football things and just a lot of things that's kid friendly. And it's just like, damn, like, these type of friends I want, these type of people I want to be around, because we all can benefit and we can all like share exactly like so exactly. And you really wouldn't know. It'll be people that you just met that will really be your best friend forever. First people that you've been knew, and people that you just met will really support you. Like,
be open. Like,
yeah,
trust me. Like, we all been through things in our past. Or you're gonna meet like me. Like, I've been through. You've been through things. I've been through things. We all been through things. And you're gonna meet people in your past, or just in general, where like you think they're people who meant to be in your life and they're not. But you learn from them. And then there's people where I've learned it's like I can't shield myself. Where it's like, as I'm getting older, I want to grow friendships, and I want to meet people, and I want to make new friends and people for life that are going to influence me and be good, like you said, be good connections, be good friends who want to teach me things, who want to help guide me too, instead of us feeling like a leader all the time, or that, it's like, trust me,
it was like, I want to say it was last year. So it was around this time last year, actually, that I realized that I didn't have a strong enough network. I just knew people, but I didn't know those people. You know what I'm saying? So when I realized that that was important to have, because network equals support. And if I don't have a network, I don't have a support system. And if I don't have a support system, like, I can't really do what I want to do, because I don't believe in just, I don't believe in doing stuff alone. Like, it really does take a village to do anything. Like, you can't, like, you really can't just sit there and try to, like, do things on your own forever. You gonna hit a roadblock. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna need help, and that's okay. It's just about, like,
I started. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to say by myself, because Kyla was with me at the beginning. But did I not want to, but did I technically start this by myself? Yes. And it was very, like you said, like, you do need connections. Kyla's got a lot more connections than I do. But it's like you walked in, you were looking at me like, I feel like I know you. Like, everyone I meet, they feel like they know me. I know we probably do know each other. We do. But it's just like, I'm just one of those people where, like, you know me, I know you, but, like, we may not have hung out with each other yet, but, like, we gonna get to know each other. Right,
exactly.
You know me now.
And it's like, okay, cool, good vibes, good connections, and you want to further them. You want to keep those connections. You don't want to cut them off, cut them short, because it's like, why would you cut a good connection short? You want to keep it.
You just don't know who you're gonna meet in life. And, like, you and I just met. You, me and Kyla. You're on our podcast. We can help you out. We can promote you. You can help us out.
Exactly. Just put yourself in those rooms. You know what I'm saying? Like,
it's good to meet people who can help guide you in life too. Where I just feel like you're gonna meet people in life who are meant to be in your life, either in certain chapters of your life, or they're meant to be in your life really to help you be a part of your chapters in your life. She's been a part of my life since I was 12 years old. I don't think she's going anywhere.
I hope not.
But she's definitely in my life. Like, I'll be pissed. Like,
look, I hope not.
I'd be like, what the fuck? But it's like, you're just gonna meet people, but you just gotta be open to it, open to connections, open to friendships, open relationships, and you also gotta be smart when it comes to business too.
Yeah.
But
It's
know
a
your
learning. It's learning and growing. Cause I was like I said, I was only 17, 18. So like starting and stuff. So it was just like a lot of different a lot of things that I wish I knew. But it's like I always had to think like I'm still young. Like I'm not. I'm
so much
still
more life
young.
ahead. There's people
And we're still growing up.
Like
and
and if it means starting over, I will with the knowledge I have now. And I don't mind doing that because I'm building connections. I have built connections. I'm still putting myself out there. I'm not just going to crawl and hide on a rock somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm actually still trying to like make a name for myself and keep the name that I do have alive even still. So I still never gave you pros and cons though.
Okay, 3 prongs. Shit.
Cause I just remember like we keep getting off
Alright.
topic and I never gave the
I
pros
am
and cons.
curious, 'cause I thought about
That's
it
what I'm
before.
saying.
You know
so
why?
Go with the flow. You don't even.
You know why? Because I'm like, bro, I started a food truck. I was the youngest one in Detroit with a food truck. I don't care what nobody say. Like, and me and my partner was the only ones trying to put a food truck besides Detroit 75 South. They was the first ones we seen with a food truck successfully at a gas station. And you not know that it's at a gas station.
Not no.
No, 75 South been around for over 8 years. We're talking about the one close. We're talking about the one off the freeway. They're at a Shell gas station. Perfect business model, and that's what we was actually inspired by to do. What we were trying to do.
Right.
We was going to all the gas stations down Jefferson. Look, we have a food truck? Can we put it here? We have a food truck. Can we put it here? It was getting wrapped at the time. It was
People
just about to
trying
be.
you guys to do
They're telling us no. They're saying no. And
That's
now
drawing
now there's
everywhere.
food trucks at every gas station.
Gas station.
And we-
That draws
at every-
more attention. Oh, I'm about to give me some food. Let me get
They're
some
saying
gas,
no.
too.
The generator's too loud. We can't do it. It's corporate. It's this. It's that. We don't know how much. They don't know how much to charge. They never did nothing like that before.
That's bringing you more customers.
But it was new. It was a new concept. No one ever thought to do it. See, I feel like Detroit 75 owns that gas station. I feel like it's like family ties or something like that. So it was something that they were doing there, and then it's a trailer. So it's a whole different. It's not a truck on wheels. It's a trailer. So we had an actual shuttle bus. We wanted to sit at someone's gas station. And we was looking at all the nice spots, you know, Shane and Jefferson. If you go a little bit down Jefferson, right across from Belle Isle.
Right.
Like, okay, this is a nice aesthetic. It's very appealing. People are over these ways, walking around, walking traffic. But no, they were saying no. And we would always pass the gas station that we were at to go to work on the truck. And I'm like, they're not going to let us put it there. Like, they're not going to, why would they let us put it there? 8 Mile and Gratiot is a prime location, prime spot. 8 Mile and Gratiot. If you going east, you got to go, you have to either go down 8 Mile or you have to go down Gratiot.
Right.
So it's like, that's 4-way traffic. Boom. But why would they let us put it there? So we wanted to be on the East Point side, but that was a little stretch for us because East Point is real strict. So we was like, okay, if you go across the other side of 8 Mile, it's Detroit. So we put the truck on that side. He said yes. He said $50.
That's it.
That's it. At the time, it's like, okay.
That's what I'm saying. You make that
doable.
money back
He
real
said
quick.
$50. They don't know.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't know either. We haven't opened yet.
Yeah.
So we did our first day. We did a marketing video. I didn't like it. I had a guy come out and do a marketing video for the truck. The day that he did the marketing video for the truck, we was giving out free food that day just so we could do this video.
Right.
And the marketing video that we made, the people that we had come taste the food, we asked my partner's brother how did he like the food. He said it was good, but it wasn't something I just come back and eat. Like, it's just a taco. Like, it's not nothing that I would come back and eat. If you look at our first marketing video, the tacos that we make now aren't the tacos that's in that video. So we like, dang, like, no, we need people to come back because we're trying to do like a reoccurring location. No, we're trying to stay at one location. We're not trying to move around. We're trying to have the business model to where we could just
If you
sit
keep
at
moving
one
around,
location
people
and
aren't
build.
gonna know.
And so one of the cons is, for me, it was moving around. I felt like it was more expensive
'Cause
to
it'll
move
be hard to
around.
build a clientele.
And it's hard to build a clientele. It's more expensive to move around. And who's about to drive that big truck? Like, it's a liability to be driving it everywhere. Like, you can get insurance on it, but it's the liability to be driving it. Like, just leave it sitting in one place like a restaurant. You know what I'm saying? And then work around your location and your environment. Then you'll build a community based around that.
Okay.
So I would
was always
say,
curious how that-
yep,
okay, how they do
it's
that.
definitely a
Okay.
pro to sit down somewhere in one location, but you got to make sure it's appealing to your brand. Don't just sit anywhere. Like, food trucks just be sitting in lots. Like, why
That's
are you?
why, like,
what-
Because you don't live around here, do you?
no, but I'm very familiar with the area, though.
Okay, so
yeah.
right here on Ford and Wayne,
Mhm.
there's always those 2 gas stations, and you got, what is it, like the Rite Aid or whatever it is right there at that light. There's always this one food truck. It's called like Big Truck or something. It's a Big Burger, Big Truck or something. I think Big Burger. But I swear to God, that is like their prime location. But they're always busy though.
Mm-hmm.
But it's like I look at where I mean, it looks good. I've just never gotten food from it. It looks good though. But it's like them being there all the time. I know where they're at. So like,
Right.
it's like if you're constantly
So you-
bouncing around,
exactly.
I'm not gonna know where you're at.
Exactly, and I mean
You know?
that's where you build the you know social media
yeah,
and stuff like that because
exactly.
people are always on social media. So even when we were traveling, we would get regulars to come to our truck, no matter where we were.
Exactly.
So like they just love the brand and they just love the tacos. I feel like I'm not gonna lie. I know that we're East right now and we get a lot of like attention over there, but I feel like West Side is really our market. Like I feel like the West Siders show more love. They
You
show
thought
way
about,
more
like,
love.
college towns or anything?
Yes.
Well, you guys are up.
But
About, like,
then you
Wayne
think
State.
about like breaks and stuff like that, and I would want to I would want to still be somewhere like I want to I guess say like community based even a little even it's like a little on the outside like how we on 8 Mile and Gratiot it's like Detroit and then it's East Point. East Point is kind of like small community, and then Detroit is It's big, so
Yes.
you can still come out and so it's like
breaks. I mean, you're gonna make some fucking money. But then it's
Yeah.
like once the break college. I mean, I don't know. You guys ever tried it? Because like when you're in, like around a college campus, students have all different schedules.
I don't know if it'd
Right.
be I don't know I don't like moving around like.
No, I agree. With that. 'Cause
It's
I look, like
it's
I said,
expensive. Like it's more expensive too. Like it's just like you got to put
Yeah.
gas in the car, gas in the generator, and like
I mean,
like-
I mean, you know that.
gas in a diesel truck. Like $50 don't fill that up.
Right.
It don't even get it to half. Like
So when you're constantly moving around, that's where a lot of your money.
and
too
then
is
where you
going
move around, you gotta
into.
pay people for wherever you are. Like you have to pay different people and. Then you gotta worry about then packing up afterwards and all that stuff. But I mean, the way it's set up is we got the building, so it's like the bus plugs up to the building. It's just easier. Life is easy, just leaving it where it's
I
at.
was always
But
curious how that.
I mean, pros. If you love what you do, then do it. Because if you don't like to cook, then
Yeah.
don't get a food truck. Like
Yeah.
if you don't like business, don't get a food truck because you still have to deal with customers, and every customer is different, but you still have to deal with them the same. You can't be rude to one customer and then nice to another one. So it's like if you're not a people person, me personally, I'm really not a people's person. That's why I hire people to be people's persons because I know I'm not. So
You
I know
wanna
what I
be
don't want an
That's
example
very
of.
honest. I like that.
Like I know what I don't want you to do. So now you know what to do because just don't do this. Like don't. You know what I'm saying? Like I know exactly how to deal with conflict because I don't like conflict. So it's like this is how we gonna deal with it. Because my way means there won't be any conflict because I don't like conflict. So why are we dealing with it? So everything's prompt, everything's scripted when it comes down to because it's all the same thing. They're either gonna be mad because you're forgetting something, or pretty much if you're forgetting something, or if the wait times are long. So I'm down to a T with my wait times. I know what the wait times are, and if you're not getting food on this time, it's a problem because the wait times are the same. Like we've been open for 3 years. I know the peak hours. I know. So it's just now like it's just now collecting data and. You know what I'm saying? I learned that stuff from McDonald's, working at Little Mc. You know what I'm saying? Like, they used to be on the peak times. Like, it's downtime, you need to clean now. It's downtime, you need to get those trays.
She remembers.
It's peak time, guys, get on it. We need 2 people on the register.
It was a
Like-
horrible time. I worked at McDonald's too, but I worked at the one in Westway, and that's what not there.
I worked at one in Madison Heights, so, like, it was really, it was cool. It was
Okay.
real, it was structured.
Good.
They went over, but once they went over the franchise, they started, in our
Same.
backs. Like,
Same. I did not. Like
corporate
it
was
after that.
like heaven, but as soon as they got the franchise, they wasn't giving out no free sauces, no free drinks, no nothing, no
They
Dollar
were
Tree.
so strict on everything. No
Like-
free food for
that
us.
why they're so
nothing.
No, we used to get 50% off. No,
No, we
we
didn't
used to get
shit.
we used to get free. We used to get free meals on breaks, and then 50% off when we didn't work. Now it's like no, only just 10%. Like 10%.
Like we ain't doing shit.
Like really 10%. Then a little 30-minute break. Like
That ain't nothing.
nothing. Had us doing managerial work, getting paid
They
for the
need that
register.
$5.
Hell no.
Man, I'm just saying, like, it was just crazy. But I mean, pros would just be like, say, if you talking about like food truck life pros.
Just in general, like you have the experience of it. So like what, like you said, like cons, which that's a really good example. So thank you, cons, because I never like thought about that. Like I always thought about because I drive down like Ford Road, Cherry Hill, Wayne
No
Road.
one thinks about it because they're not the ones actually having to do it. You know how many people
No,
text
I
like,
mean,
"Oh,
I
you
just
should come
always
here. You
thought
should come."
about that, though,
So y'all
like-
think it's just a little Nissan? I could just hop in and get in there and just pull up.
And just go
no,
anywhere.
I have
No,
to
I always
pack
thought
it up.
about
I gotta
that,
prep
I
the
see,
food.
like-
I gotta pack it up. I gotta make sure it's all secure down.
Yeah,
Somebody
that
gotta
is-
drive the
that is
truck,
a lot
and I
of
gotta drive the
work.
car, and we gotta get the baby in the car. Like, it was events that we've done with our child. Like, she'd be right in the seat sleep. Nobody would even know she was there. And then when she'll wake up, tips would get the rolling in. So she wake up.
She's so cute.
We sit her on our lap, and they just
Yeah,
the
yeah,
tips
yeah.
come, and now it's like for her, that's her norm. Like, that's a norm for her.
That's cool.
So like that's something normal for her.
She's adjusted to
Like,
it.
she don't think nothing is not normal about that. Like, she think to have a food truck is normal.
That'd be cool though.
She's
for
like,
her. That's
yeah,
cool
the
for
food
her to
truck.
be, like,
Like,
surrounded
yeah.
by that and surrounded by business.
Yeah,
Like,
cause
she's
she's
gonna, like you, like she's gonna grow up kind of like that, and she may want to do this, or she may
yeah,
want to own my own.
and
business or
she's
do
a
this.
people's person, so she's different than me, cause she's always hi, like just talking to everybody, and I just let her because I'm not gonna do that. Like, and you ain't gonna say nothing mean to my child while I'm standing right here.
No.
So, like, I let her talk to him. She don't be doing nothing too crazy. She just be, hey, she be giving him every seat. She just be
Oh,
chilling.
she's so sweet.
Cause she want to do something like, okay, here you go. Yeah, she be chilling,
That's
like
cool.
she be vibing out. She do.
Period.
But cons, the traveling,
Yeah.
and then I mean, like, staffing people is harder than it seems, cause it's like
I have seen you with those issues. I have seen
like
that.
you just don't know. Like, people are unpredictable, especially when it's like you gotta really. It's like having someone watch your child. Like, if you don't trust them to watch your child,
Girl, I'm done with that shit.
like, you can't. You gotta make sure. Like, it's hard. It's so hard. It really is. Like, out of it though, I did gain a few, like, you know what I'm saying, mentees. Kids I can really mentor, because they're kids like 18, 19. I'm sure they learned a valuable lesson working with me. You know what I'm saying? I fired a few of them, but I'm sure they're all still nice to me. They all still want to work there, but because it's like, it wasn't me, it was y'all. But y'all kids, but that's the only way they're gonna learn. I think it's something with the generation where they feel entitled to things that they didn't work for. Like, nowadays, if we talking about 16 through 20, they really feel like they're entitled. Like,
Definitely.
they don't want to work. They don't want to do anything. But they want everything. And it's
That's
just,
how kids are raised nowadays.
and it's crazy to me. And then I be working with people my age. So it's like, I can't,
Kids
like,
nowadays make me like. I mean, I have my own kid, but that's it. Like, I don't really like kids.
Yeah,
like, kids really
that's what
make
I'm
me not
saying.
like other kids. Like, I like my kid, but like I'm not like I give you credit where you can take yours. I don't like kids for real. I like my kid.
you like kids?
She work, dude. She run kids every day.
I'm telling her, I'm overstimulated.
I like that.
When it comes to them kids, I get
It's
overstimulated.
Me too.
sometimes, but it's like I've been there for so long. I guess I've learned to like tune them out, and I get overstimulated sometimes, but not all the time. I had to be pushed, like
Yeah,
That's
constantly.
because you like to do it.
Yeah.
So
I don't like
you let your guard down a little bit more than others will, because it's something you like to do. Like, I'm always getting burned, but I still cook. Like,
Understand.
I got like burn marks
got
for days. Like, I got a burn mark on my hip.
on your hip.
Yes.
How you get on your hip?
What you mean? Like,
Oil?
hot water. How about that?
Oof.
Boiling water.
I got a scar from hot oil. I mean,
Think about the things you can get burned from. Like, I've got burnt from it. Mashed potatoes. Boiling my skin on my fingertips. Like, I've burnt my fingertips off. Like, and that whole day I was able to grab things off the grill and not feel anything. I'm telling you, like, I got burn marks everywhere. Like, my first burn mark was when I made them Super Bowls on campus. It's right here. I will have it forever. Well, can you see all these burn marks? This is the first one I ever had right here. Or is it on this one? Cause it's the same in the same spot.
They all look the
Nope,
same.
it's this one. This is the first one I ever had. I went to push something back in the oven, and then the top part was out, And when I pushed it back in, this whole thing just kind of melted on the
Oh
bar.
my god!
And it was bubbling, and
That is like
I
blister.
instantly put mustard on it, so it didn't hurt afterwards.
Mustard?
Mustard is the key. That's what you
Yeah.
learn at McDonald's too.
But you have to do it immediately.
ASAP.
Like,
So I
don't
learned
water it
that-
down. Just go
It
grab the
stink real
mustard.
bad, but just
So you want
A whole lot of it.
So she, I don't know, she probably didn't know Brie Collins. Remember growing up with her?
Mm-hmm.
So her family and her grandma was very, they're Mexican.
yes.
And so I remember we'd hang out, go to her grandma's house, and her grandma was so good. She would always be cooking like in her kitchen downstairs. And I remember
Yes.
we were down there, and she had tamales. And I remember I was like, oh. And I don't know how, but I ended up burning myself. I think it was like over here. I still have that scar. I don't know, it was hot oil. Maybe she was cooking or what. But I remember something. I think it was hot oil. It got me right here. She immediately put butter.
Butter.
Butter
Yeah,
and
so you
mustard
got-
work.
Okay, yeah, so
never
I
heard
think
of
I say
butter.
mustard.
What kind of butter?
I don't know.
Was it like unsalted or?
It don't matter what butter,
Oh.
honestly, because remember.
Okay.
But she put butter. I mean, I was like, I didn't know. I was confused, but she goes, just wait. And then yeah, it took away the burning, and then the blister immediately went down. So instead of me having, like a nasty blister and stuff, just
Like-
a little scar.
Remember when we used to get our hair pressed and stuff like that? As soon as you get
Nicking them
burned,
ear.
bro, you get nick butter.
Yeah.
There you
See,
go.
Didn't know.
It
Never
helps.
knew. That's crazy work. Butter. Okay. I wouldn't think that, but okay.
Yeah, that's just like you guys said mustard. I was like, oh.
Yes, mustard, and then I put a glove on and just let
Mustard
it sit there.
helps.
It helps a lot.
Butter helps. You
Oh,
never know.
wow.
It worked better than the. Yes, it works.
Better than the burn cream
Yes.
that they try to give you.
Yes, way better.
See, you just do the natural.
I know.
Hmm.
I
never know.
Love
I
some
talked to
good
Nella,
natural.
and he was like,
Mhm.
really? It's like,
This shit, I learned about
Yeah.
butter a long time ago. Shit. Never know. Well, I learned a lot. So thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you for
yeah.
teaching me a lot of things.
I try. I mean, I got a lot of stories. So I mean, we can do another
try
one.
again.
Well, we can do another one.
Hell
We
yeah,
can
come
come
back.
Okay.
We bring guests back. I have no
Okay,
problem
we can
bringing
bring
you
this.
back.
We can.
All right,
We
girl.
can definitely bring it. What's it called? Vibrant
Vibrant
vibes. We can definitely do
Can we
another
try some
segment.
food samples next
Definitely can bring some food.
I
I probably-
can go to it if you want.
Okay.
I won't be there, so
That'd be cool.
Oh,
you
won't
can
be
go,
there.
but I won't be there.
Oh, you won't be there.
No,
I want you to
no,
be
you
there.
can bring something.
Okay.
I won't be there. I'm not.
Would you like to come back and we could do like a food episode? Or you can,
I can bring y'all some food, some of my top dishes. I just make tacos for fun.
I
Like
can
that's
do
not.
tacos.
I'm saying I don't make tacos. Like I make other
I can do
food.
anything.
Like tacos is just
Whatever.
what the people want
We
it.
love food.
No, whatever you want to bring
I would say
us.
I make some good stuff. Like I make some good dishes.
What's like your top favorite before we go? What's your top favorite thing to cook?
My top favorite thing to cook will probably be my Tuscan butter salmon dish. But I love to make crab rangoons. Yeah, I love making crab rangoons. So like they're fun.
You
It's
got me.
therapeutic. It's like so,
Oh,
Yeah. Maybe y'all can come to my house and do the podcast.
hell yeah!
We,
And then we can make them in the kitchen.
Look, booked. It's done. It's done.
I'm serious.
It's done.
I got the perfect little kitchen. It's
I
cute.
manifested that.
We're coming.
I literally was
Y'all
just telling
should, and
Tyler
we
a couple
can
weeks ago,
cook
I
'em,
said I
and we
wanna
can
do,
cook.
Like a cooking one or something.
Yes, that'll be so cool because I can teach y'all how to make them.
I manifested
Oh,
that.
that'd be so cool.
And it'll be fun for me because
Let's do a
it's
cooking
making them times
episode.
3. Them things take a while to.
Let's do a cooking episode.
Yeah.
Hell yeah! This will be so dope. Okay,
Okay.
well, we will be back with her for sure.
Yay.
Yes, thanks for having me, guys. This was really cool. I
Of
really appreciate it. This is my first podcast. I had a great time
Yay!
vibing out with Vibrant Vibes.
Thank you for coming with us, and I can't wait to do the next cooking one with you.
Yes, we're making crab rangoons.
Oh, I love
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yes, we could put some
Also-
salmon in some of them too if you want. It's gonna be so good.
I can't
Ooh,
wait.
y'all like jalapeno poppers?
No, I'm not a jalapeno bitch.
Cause we can make some jalapeno rangoons too.
Oh my
If you
Like
god!
like
jalapeno
those,
poppers?
I'll try one.
We could.
I'll
We
try
could.
it. I'll try
I mean,
anything.
try
I don't
I only
care.
made them one time, and I was like
I'll try one.
15. But
I'll try anything.
I
don't
trust you.
care.
I feel like you cook really good. I trust you.
it's just in my head. I think it's just be so good. It's like a spin off of a jalapeno popper,
Pretty much.
but better because who wants that thick jalapeno?
You got my mouth about to water.
Yes,
Oh my
crab
God, y'all.
rangoons. I make them so good. They be so fresh. Cause you know the ones at the Chinese stores be frozen, but they're good, but they not fresh.
I can't imagine a fresh one.
All right, now I want that.
All right, y'all.
Yeah.
We will be back real soon.
Really soon. Thanks for having me. I appreciate
Thank you
it.
for being
Yes.
on here.
Thank you for
Appreciate
coming.
All right.
That was fun, guys.
Bye, y'all.